Hello everyone, it's June 3rd, 2021. It's 72 Fahrenheit, 22 Celsius, and it's 4:16 in the afternoon. In this video, I'm going to walk from Union Square in Manhattan all the way to New York City's newest public park, the Little Island. So I'm starting off at the intersection of 4th Avenue and 14th Street. But before I walk along 14th, I want to go through Union Square and see what's up. This is always a pretty lively area. Even today with the sky a little bit overcast, there's still a lot of people out here. There's supposed to be a thunderstorm later in about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours from now, so I'm pretty sure a lot of these people want to beat the rain before that happens. Right here we have Mount Sinai Urgent Care Center. There's a lot of fast food restaurants over to my right. Panera Bread, Starbucks Coffee. This GNC location closed. I don't know when that happened, but that's gonna be there for a while, I think, like that. Retail right now is hurting in Manhattan. We got some food trucks over to my left.
Okay.
Give me another honk.
See, we were right up there.
Looking right at that.
We were looking at this.
This building over here used to be the former Union Square Savings Bank. I think that guy almost tripped. Thank goodness he didn't fall over. But anyway, I think this is a performing arts place now. The Darryl Roth Theater. Raymore and Flanagan mattresses and furniture here. I think this place over here is new. 50 Lawn, it's a popular bubble tea spot. These bubble tea spots have been popping up all over the city, especially near the college campuses. New brands especially, like that one, I've never seen before until they came over here. I think the first bubble tea spot that really became popular here in New York was Cocoa Bubble Tea. So this is Union Square Park in front of me. I would go into the park, but I want to show you what they did over here on the northern side of Union Square. These are the Union Square public restrooms. Don't use them unless you have to because it's a little bit dirty in there. This building here, 200 Park Avenue. Looks like it's home to a Sephora location on the bottom, but even that one says that it's moving. The entire area of Union Square and Manhattan in general is changing rapidly. retail has been hit very hard during the past year. But over here, this is what I wanted to show you. This is a new spot called the Freehold. A cool little coffee spot, beer and pizza. I don't remember what was here before, but this was definitely not a coffee place and a restaurant before. And they even have a schedule here for their programming. I think there's a cool little addition to the neighborhood, bringing in some culture to an area which is known for a lot of tourism and gatherings. Famous Barnes & Noble bookstore. Usually when I come over here, the Union Square Green Market is on. It's usually here on Saturdays and another day or two, I forget. But now it's a lot more local people here walking around. A lot of them are students, people working in the area. I guess it is the start of rush hour right now. So many people are making their way back home in the outer boroughs or elsewhere in Manhattan. Even New Jersey. New Jersey's close by too. They get the trains there. We're on the western side of Union Square now. McDonald's restaurant. We have this place, Barnju, which is a Korean barbecue spot. I've personally never eaten here before, but I've heard it's very good. NYU has a major presence around the Union Square area, so there's a lot of places that cater to the college population. Barnju Korean barbecue. You see they have some cocktails, draft available, and here's all their menu items. Japchae, fisherman noodle soup, chili shrimp. Lots of stuff here. I would consider these prices to be quite pricey. But with Korean cuisine, usually they give you a lot of appetizers and stuff without you even asking for it. Unless you've had Korean food before, it's kind of hard to explain. They usually have like stuff like kimchi and egg dish, sometimes even like some coleslaw. It's really nice. Or some steamed broccoli. We got a local coffee place here, Joe Coffee, New York Roasters. I don't know how they are. Not really a coffee drinker. This is the second Starbucks location in Union Square. The other one was on the east side. This one's on the west side. Normally I find this one to be a little bit busier than the other side. Here's a NYU residence hall. And if you get lost where the NYU buildings are, you got a map here. Most of NYU's locations are in the Greenwich Village neighborhood. We won't be heading there on this video. Actually, 14th Street makes up the border of Greenwich Village and Chelsea, so we'll be straddling the border. Over there to my right is Fifth Avenue. Now this store over here, I guess it's gonna become lids. Yeah, definitely gonna be lids because you already see the merchandise being stocked. See a lot of baseball hats in there. Local Staples store. All right, so we made a walk around Union Square. Now we'll continue over to the Little Island. I made several videos about the Little Island already. Or actually one main video, but the other times was I was a guest on Here Be Bar's channel, his video, and I traveled to and from there. Here we got a bunch of retail stores, Foot Locker, GameStop, Foot Action. This Subway restaurant is open 24 hours. I wonder how the Little Island is going to be at this time. If it will attract people from visiting, plus it's a weekday evening. Baked by Melissa. Didn't even look like there was anyone behind the counter there, unless they're in the back. Another coffee shop in Union Square, Le Cafe Coffee. And if you don't want coffee, you've got juice here, Press Juicery. I always find these concentrated juice bottles to be quite pricey. You get a bottle like this and it costs you like $6. I mean, you can go inside a supermarket and get like a half a gallon of orange juice for the same price. Here we've got the New School. One of the other colleges in the area that's very famous. The other one is Parsons. Over here we got a local fruit vendor. Heck, instead of buying juice, why don't you support this local fruit vendor? Get 4 mangoes for $5 instead of 1 little juice from the Press Juicery. So this is 5th Avenue. You see the Empire State Building over there. You know what's kind of strange? You have a storefront here that's split between TD Bank and Republic Bank. And Republic Bank almost kind of has like the same setup as TD Bank. I don't know if they're related companies, but the Republic Bank logo looks like the old Commerce Bank, which was acquired by TD Bank many years ago. And I think this is the only Republic Bank branch I've seen in the city. Here's the Goodwill store. You can come here and get a lot of stuff at discounts. People with like extra stuff in their closet, they come here and donate all their unused clothing. I've donated many stuff to Goodwill before, especially when I outgrew clothes or had some old electronics lying around that I don't need anymore. Here's a spot that's for lease. Another discount store, a lot less. Across the street we've got a smoke shop and also VV Bubble Tea. Not really a big fan of VV Bubble Tea, but they're decent if nothing else is around. We've got Guitar Center on 14th Street. Good for all those musicians that play in the park. Levi's store, famous for their jeans that last quite a long time. This is kind of neat, I haven't seen this. 169. Amalgamated Clothing and Textile Workers Union. That must be an old sign because I don't think that union exists anymore. That bus is all electric. I was looking at it again because it was making a sound I haven't heard before, but all clean energy. I know the MTA runs the subways and buses here. They're investing in electric buses. Popeye's Chicken, next to Golden Crust Caribbean Bakery and Grill. Also, there's one bubble tea spot that I miss that's really good. TZ. I missed it because the canopy is up higher. But their drinks are very smooth and refreshing. If I go to a bubble tea spot in the area, that'll be it. TZ. Here's the 6th Avenue, 14th Street subway. You can also catch the PATH train here too, which goes to New Jersey. But if you need to catch the number 1, 2, or 3 subway, don't enter over here because it's a very long transfer. I've done it before and I'd much rather walk on street level than through the subway tunnels underneath. Got some new construction here at 101 West 14th. You see the Greenwich Village neighborhoods down there, or neighborhood I should say. This building is going to be a mixed-use building when it finishes, both residential and commercial. Pay that person no attention. I'm doing what I'm doing. Hello. Here we've got Good Stuff Diner, but it's not open. YMCA is over here. About that incident back there too, that's really why I don't like that scaffolding also, because it really narrows the width of the sidewalk, so it's like it really uncomfortable passing people, and it's dark down there. It's not the first time I've encountered negative experiences with passing someone on underneath a scaffolding structure. We got the Salvation Army across the street, a large Salvation Army branch. This might even be their headquarters in New York City. Yeah, it is. Executive headquarters right there. Chelsea Bagel and Cafe. They're closed. It's well after 2 o'clock now. And we got two really nice murals here. This one and this one. Don't know what's going to happen here with this vacant lot, but I hope they turn it into something that's nice for the neighborhood. Now back to what I said about the 123 subway. If you were to get in on 6th Avenue, you would have to walk all this way in order to get over here. Why not just do it on street level, like I said? And again with the scaffolding. This is the subway station, 123. Located on 7th Avenue. We've got a big corner place over here, home of crispy crunchy chicken and iPizza NY. Not sure how these places are, but you can see they're advertising their special $5.99 with a drink and 2 slices. And they got here the Donut Pub. There's a spot you can easily pass by, but they're recommending people try their croissant donuts, and that looks very good. Look at the size of these donuts too. The stack is like that big. You don't see that in a place like Dunkin' Donuts. They also got vegan donuts available. That is neat. Also, if that special on pizza was not good enough for you, there's a 99-cent pizza place across the street, Soho 99 cents. Here's edible arrangements. People like to come here for special occasions. Here's an art framing store. And I'm walking by right now, I'm smelling a lot of beer because a lot of liquid comes out of the beer cans and alcohol bottles from the recycling. These people were looking at this advertisement already. Divorce today for only $449. Thank goodness I don't have to worry about that yet. And I wish I don't have to worry about it ever. La Nacional restaurants. Oh, here we go. We got a drink menu, plates to share, and also a summer menu. And hot and juicy raw crawfish restaurants. And here's a spot that will shock a lot of you. This is the KGB Espionage Museum. Or it used to be, now it's papered up and no one can go in there. Now it's becoming Keys art, I guess. Wow, there's a lot of stuff that's changing in Manhattan. A lot of stuff I didn't know is changing so quickly. So now we're on the final subway stop on the L line and the furthest west on 14th Street on 8th Avenue. If you want to go to the Little Island Park too, this is the closest subway station to it. It's about 3 long blocks away to Little Island over here. So this is a museum now, Museum of Illusions. I kind of remember that being a CVS store before. Oh wait, this is it. This is the CVS. Heck, I'll even go in here and I'll show you a little bit of the interior because it's kind of cool. You come in here and it's like you're transported into an old arcade. I mean, look at this place. You can really tell it's like old architecture.
Hey, help me up these stairs. Sorry, we had a little problem with the truck today.
I mean, it's unbelievable. But this across the street now is a Museum of Illusions. I've never been in there, but I'll be curious to go. Oh, here's the clean energy bus, all electric bus. These buses are brand new. And the 14th Street corridor is a good place for the MTA to launch these and debut these, because there's not much traffic over here. It's mostly a busway. And from what I could tell, 14th Street is a pretty wide street with not too many issues. Also, this is something for the history books. As of June 10th, the M99 service will be discontinued because 24/7 subway service is back. What happened was, originally the subways, they were closed early, like at midnight, I believe, for cleaning due to COVID. And then the MTA Transit Authority, they moved it up to 1 a.m. because people were unhappy about it closing so early. And then they eventually moved it up to 2 a.m. But because the subways were not operating overnight, the authority needed to add some consolidation or consolation for people who travel between the outer boroughs and Manhattan. So they had these overnight buses. Here we got a pet store, Beastie Feast. And Our Lady of Guadalupe Church across the street. I like their logo, Beastie Feast. Here's Kogane Ramen. Kind of hard to miss. I mean, very easy to miss because it's downstairs here. And they also got some plants blocking part of the menu. But they got lobster ramen, red tonkatsu ramen, a lot of stuff available. I don't think I've tried this place before. In fact, it's one of the spots, like I said, that was easy to miss. All right, so we are now at 9th Avenue. This area is famous for being the border of the meatpacking district. There's also an Apple store on the corner. There's, oh gosh. Yeah, I remember this place. Wow, this used to be a food hall. I think this used to be called the Gansevoort Market or something like that, but I went in there one time. I think I even made a video on it. And there were a lot of like great places in there to eat and hang out. It's definitely a lot less busy than Chelsea Market, which I'm about to visit. But yeah, I remember the news saying that that location was going to close up, that food market, which is sad to see something change. All right, so now we're going to walk over to the other side of 9th Avenue and I'll head into Chelsea Market. So here's the Apple store. on 14th and 9th. And over here we've got the Starbucks Roastery, Starbucks Reserve. I've heard mixed things about this place. Some people call it an overpriced tourist trap, and then others say there's a great spot. I'm also might have to mute the audio or replace it because there's a lot of music playing here. I'll just try to talk over it so hopefully YouTube doesn't detect it at all. But kind of a cool place. They got like a actual big coffee roaster in the back and different kinds of tables. Really cool thing to experience. And over here used to be a Port Authority terminal. Now it's the headquarters of Google in New York City. Interesting how they changed their logo with the two O's with the colors of LGBT, since June is Pride Month. Also, you can see them turning the first floor here into a retail store. That's going to be a Google specific retail store. But yeah, Google headquarters building across the street. And over here to my left is the Chelsea Market. Google also owns this building over here. But Chelsea Market is a mixed food hall and commercial space. Most of them Google offices. I wonder how many people are in here today. Here's the Chelsea Market. Also, Chelsea Market is home to the YouTube space in New York. This used to be the Nabisco factory where they process famous cookies like Oreos. You see, look at this. Biscuit works in the world. For those of you who don't know, biscuits are the same thing as cookies in the United Kingdom. So I guess all the cookies back then, even in New York, were referred to as biscuits back then. Chelsea Wine Vaults. Looks like a clean store. A stand just dedicated to fresh flowers. Fat Witch Bakery. It's a really cute space around here. Lots of different places. Got DG smoothies, juices, wraps, and bowls. Lilac chocolates. Don't come here on an empty stomach or you're gonna be gaining like 10 pounds when you finish. There's even a pizzeria over there, Berlin currywurst. German beer and wine served. Amy's bread. Google sometimes decorate the building during the holidays, especially special events like Halloween and during Christmas time. Famous Los Tacos Numero Uno has a line over there. I think they're the best tacos in the city. And don't discount this place either, Nam Pang. They got great Vietnamese sandwiches. Oh, we got a band playing too. Chelsea Market waterfall. This place here, Lobster Place, is both a seafood market and a dining area. I think you can pick whatever kind of seafood you want and have them cook it for you. And you can eat it right here. And then there's even more places over here, like Ting's Jamaican Jerk Kitchen, Big Mott's Donuttery. Half these stores weren't even here the last time I was at the Chelsea Market. Ayada Thai. This is actually a very famous Thai restaurant in Elmhurst, Queens, and now they have a location in Chelsea Market. So, really cool that they came here. Let me just confirm. Excuse me, are you the original Ayada Thai from Elmhurst? Yes. Elmhurst? Yeah, I was right. I'm telling them. Yeah, so if this Ayada Thai is the same one as the one in Elmhurst, the same owners, this place is good. And now this is a really interesting spot. You can get a lot of cool Instagram pics over here. With all these lights. Pearl River Mart is over here. Whoa! Pearl River Mart really decorated their area. Full of lanterns, Chinese dragons. This is their Chelsea Market location, but the main location is located in Tribeca along Broadway. Sarah Beth's Bakery. There's also a local bookstore in here. There's something about bookstores that really attracts people. People like flipping through the pages and touching a physical book. And Le Art de Gelato. Really good spot for gelato over there. And now we're walking out of the Chelsea Market onto 10th Avenue. I only have one more avenue left before I reach the western end of Manhattan. All right, so that was a fun walk through the Chelsea Market. Above me is the High Line Elevated Park. It was formerly an abandoned train line, but they turned it into a public park, and it's one of the most famous attractions now in the city. Wonder what's up with all these people in uniform across the street. All these police officers. Strategic Response Group. I think this spot before used to be a car dealership, but now this retail space is empty, waiting for the next tenants. I think there was also a Disney-related store previously. There it is, the Little Island. I doubt I'll be able to get in there without a ticket, just because of how popular it is. what happened with the Little Island is it used to be that the tickets were free after 8 p.m. until closing at 1 a.m. But because the park proved to be so popular, they changed that whole policy. So now you need a time ticket to get in anytime after noon. The tickets are free, but it's still annoying that everything is booked for like weeks on end. All right, let's cross the streets. Oh gosh. And now this is one of my most hated intersections in the city. Got to cross over 11th Avenue. A lot of people refer to this as the West Side Highway. Actually, the Little Island Park doesn't really look too busy today. This is one of the main things that really detract from this park is every time you want to go to it, you got to cross over this. I have a feeling that someone's going to get seriously hurt crossing the street just visiting this park. It's no joke. There's a lot of traffic here and the lights are not timed correctly. And then you got impatient drivers like that. So if anyone in a higher up position is watching this video, do something please about this crazy amount of traffic here that this new park is bringing over to the west side before someone gets hurt. At least time the light to be a lot shorter. I think it's on for way too long for such a popular area now. Because to me, this isn't really a proper highway. This is like a regular street. There's still sidewalks and people can still walk here. All right, we successfully crossed over. Now let's see if we can get into this park without a ticket. There it is. Little Island, a gift from Barry Diller. Cost $260 million to build. The entire island is supported by these tulip-looking structures. And if you want to see more of it, if I'm not able to get in, you can feel free to watch my Little Island video. This is the old structure of the Pier 54. Used to be the Canard and White Star Line pier building. The Lusitania set off from here and the Titanic was supposed to dock here. We need a ticket to go in now?
Yeah, just.
Oh, we can just go in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only for today.
Only for today?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Okay, so we got into the little island without reserving a ticket. This is awesome. Okay. Well, this is awesome. I really wanted to visit this park again, but I didn't want to wait weeks to do so. Okay, this is great. Maybe what I'll do is I'll do a quick walk of the island and then end it at the amphitheater. All right, hey. This is my third time to the island so far. And this is always the main attraction here. People love this musical structure.
It has as many people as it goes here.
And I'm assuming that my experience with the food and drink here is going to be a lot better than opening day, because on opening day this was so chaotic. They got my order wrong. I got iced coffee instead of iced tea. And honestly, the food wasn't really that good. The fries were very soggy, but I'm sure they've gotten a lot better now. There was like over 40-minute waits for food on the first day. What is surprising to me is that this grassy hill area is entirely closed off now. The only time I saw it open was on opening day. And even in the renderings of the little island, they had people like sitting on the lawn and having picnics and whatnot. I guess they didn't really expect that volume of people on the opening day, so they need time for the lawn to relax and heal itself. But yeah, I can see that being a problem. You see here, our lawns are resting. Please help us take care of them by not entering. I mean, it really detracts from the experience of a picnic if you're expecting to come here to go on the lawn. But now they got signs up telling people what everything is. Welcome to the amp. Here's the amphitheater. All right, folks, I think I'm gonna end this video here. If you enjoyed this walking adventure all the way from Union Square along 14th Street through Chelsea Market to the Little Island Park, then please smash the like button for me. Subscribe for some more videos like these, and I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.